I 27F am getting married in a few months to my fiance, 29M. We've been together for 5 years, and honestly, everything has been great except for my family, specifically my older sister, 31F. For some background, my sister and I have never gotten along. Growing up, she always had to be the center of attention. If I had a birthday, she'd somehow turn it into a meltdown about her. If I got an award at school, she'd suddenly be going through something, and my parents would shift all focus to her. One example that still sticks with me, when I graduated high school, my parents threw a small party. My sister showed up late, made a huge scene about how she felt left out, and ended up crying in the kitchen while everyone comforted her at my graduation party. That pretty much sums up our dynamic. I learned to just deal with it over the years. Keep my head down, don't cause drama, don't expect much. Fast forward to now, my fiancé proposed last year and I was over the moon. He planned this really thoughtful proposal at a park where we had our first date, and I genuinely felt like, for once, something was just about me. We planned a small engagement party with close family and friends. I was nervous about inviting my sister, but my mom begged me, saying she's family and she's changed. She's been working on herself. Against my better judgment, I agreed. At first, everything actually seemed fine. My sister was being normal. She hugged me, congratulated us, even complimented my ring. I remember thinking, wow, maybe she really has changed. Yeah, that didn't last long. About an hour into the party, she stood up, tapped her glass, and said she wanted to make a toast. I hesitated, but everyone was already looking at her, so I nodded. She started off okay, talking about how we grew up together, but then it quickly turned. She began talking about how she's still waiting for her fairy tale and how it's been so hard watching other people get everything so easily. Then she looked directly at me and said, "Some people don't even deserve what they have, they just get lucky." The room went completely silent. I felt like I had been slapped. I didn't even know how to respond. My fiancé immediately stood up, put his arm around me, and tried to redirect the situation, but the damage was done. A few of my friends later told me they were shocked and uncomfortable. One of my fiancé's relatives even asked him afterward if my sister was always like that. After her little speech, my sister started crying, like full-on sobbing, and ran out of the party. And like always, my mom ran after her. Not me, not the person whose engagement party it was, her. I ended up going to the bathroom and crying for a bit because I was so embarrassed. My fiancé stayed with me and reassured me, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something that was supposed to be happy had been completely ruined. Later that night, my mom called me. I thought she was going to apologize or at least acknowledge how messed up the situation was. Nope. She said, "You need to try to understand where your sister is coming from, she's hurting." I asked her, "What about me? That was my engagement party." And she just said, "Well, you're the stronger one." That honestly hurt more than what my sister said. A few days later, my sister texted me, not to apologize, but to say, "I didn't mean to upset you, but I was just being honest. You've always had things easier than me." That was it, no accountability, no remorse. So I made a decision, I don't want her at my wedding. I told my parents and everything blew up. My mom accused me of holding a grudge and said I'm tearing the family apart. My dad is more neutral but keeps saying things like, "It would mean a lot to your mother if your sister was there." My mom even went as far as saying she might not come to the wedding if my sister isn't invited. She said she can't celebrate one daughter while excluding the other. Since then, things have gotten worse. Extended family members have started reaching out, telling me I should be the bigger person and that family is forever. Some of them clearly only heard my sister's version of events because they keep implying I overreacted to a speech. Meanwhile, I've been second-guessing myself. I keep thinking about the wedding day, walking down the aisle, trying to enjoy the moment, and wondering if I'd just be on edge the whole time waiting for her to do something. My fiancé has been incredible through all of this. He told me, "This is our day. The only people who should be there are the ones who support us." He even said he'd back me up no matter what, even if it means my parents don't come. That thought breaks my heart, though. I've always imagined my dad walking me down the aisles, my mom being there while I get ready, and now it feels like I have to choose between my peace and my family. Update. After a lot of pressure, my mom tried to mediate a conversation between me and my sister. I agreed, hoping maybe we could clear the air. It did not go well. My sister doubled down and said she felt like I've always been the favorite, which honestly shocked me because I've spent my entire life feeling like the opposite. When I brought up specific examples like my graduation party, she dismissed them and